He lived amongst us. In the quiet, tree-lined streets of Wichita, Kansas, he was just another face in the crowd. A man who blended seamlessly into the fabric of everyday life. An ordinary man, leading an ordinary life. He was the kind of neighbor who would wave hello, the kind of colleague who would share a joke over coffee. To everyone around him, he was just Dennis Rader, a name synonymous with suburban normalcy. He was the man who mowed his lawn on weekends, attended PTA meetings and played with his children in the park. A picture of the American dream. He was a husband, a father, a church council president. His life was a testament to the values of family, faith and community. He was deeply involved in his church, often seen leading prayers and organizing events, a pillar of the Wichita community. He was respected, trusted and admired. People looked up to him, sought his advice and welcomed him into their homes. He was the embodiment of a good citizen. But beneath this veneer of respectability lurked a monster, a darkness that no one could see, a sinister side that he kept hidden from the world. His smile masked a chilling secret. Rader was hiding a terrifying secret. Behind closed doors, he was not the man everyone thought they knew. He was living a double life, one that was shrouded in horror and deceit. He was the BTK Strangler, a name that would later send shivers down the spines of many, a predator who stalked his prey, binding, torturing and killing with a cold, calculated precision. The world knew him as a friendly face, a Boy Scout leader, a devoted family man. He was the dad who grilled burgers at the neighborhood barbecue, the mentor who guided young scouts on camping trips. No one suspected the darkness that festered within. His outward appearance was a carefully crafted facade hiding the malevolence that lay beneath. He was a master of deception, his own family oblivious to his true nature. They shared meals, laughter and memories, never knowing the true identity of the man they loved and trusted. They were living with a stranger. They lived with a monster disguised as a man who wore the mask of normalcy by day, but by night revealed his true, terrifying self. This is the story of Dennis Rader, the man behind the mask. Dennis Rader was a man of two faces. One he presented to the world, the other hidden in the shadows. By day, he was a compliance officer enforcing the law. By night, he broke it in the most horrific ways imaginable. The stark contrast between his two lives is chilling, a testament to his deeply disturbed psyche. The details of his crimes are the stuff of nightmares. He stalked his victims, meticulously planning their demise. He derived pleasure from their terror, their helplessness. His dark urges consumed him, driving him to commit unspeakable acts. The first whispers of terror began in 1974. The Otero family, brutally murdered in their own home. Joseph, Julie, Josephine, and Joseph Jr. Their lives extinguished by an unseen force. Wichita, once a beacon of peace, was now gripped by fear. The killings sent shockwaves through the community. Who could commit such a heinous act? The fear was palpable. It seeped into every corner of the city. Parents were afraid to let their children out of sight. Neighbors, once friendly, now eyed each other with suspicion. Dennis Rader, fueled by a perverse sense of ego, craved recognition. He began sending taunting letters to the police and media. He detailed his crimes, reveling in the terror he inflicted. He signed each one BTK, bind, torture, kill. The letters were his twisted trophies, his way of proving his superiority. He believed he was playing a game, a macabre game of cat and mouse with the authorities, and for a while he was winning. Section 5. A killer. Silenced. For years, BTK vanished. The letters stopped. The terror, however, remained. The case went cold, but the memory of his crimes lingered. The people of Wichita lived under a shadow, the shadow of BTK. Then, in 2004, a letter resurfaced. BTK was back. He had grown arrogant, believing he could never be caught. This time, however, technology had advanced. He made a fatal mistake, sending a message on a floppy disk. It was a mistake that would seal his fate. Section 6. Justice but no peace. On February 25, 2005, Dennis Rader was arrested. The man who had terrorized Wichita for so long was finally unmasked. The news sent shockwaves across the nation. The friendly face of Dennis Rader, the man who had blended so seamlessly into society, was a cold-blooded killer. He confessed to his crimes in chilling detail, showing no remorse. The court sentenced him to 10 consecutive life sentences. Justice was served, but it could not erase the pain he had inflicted. Section 7. Scars that remain. The families of his victims were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. They had been robbed of their loved ones in the most horrific way imaginable. The trauma inflicted by BTK runs deep. The wounds may heal, but the scars remain. The community of Wichita was forever changed. The sense of security, of innocence, was shattered. The name BTK became synonymous with fear, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most ordinary lives. Section 8. The Monster Within. Dennis Rader's case is a stark reminder that evil can wear many masks. Known as the BTK Killer, Rader terrorized the Wichita, Kansas area for decades. His moniker, BTK, stood for Bind, Torture, Kill, a chilling summary of his modus operandi. Despite his heinous crimes, Rader managed to blend into society seamlessly. It can hide in plain sight, concealed by a facade of normalcy. Rader was a family man, a church leader, and a compliance officer. To his neighbors and friends, he was just Dennis, a seemingly ordinary man living an ordinary life. But behind closed doors, he harbored a dark and twisted secret. It forces us to confront an unsettling truth. The people we think we know best can sometimes be the ones hiding the most terrifying secrets. Rader's ability to lead a double life for so long without arousing suspicion is a testament to his cunning and deceit. Monsters don't always lurk in the shadows. They can walk among us in broad daylight, wearing the mask of normalcy. Rader's case challenges our perceptions of safety and trust, making us question how well we truly know those around us. They can be our neighbors, our friends, even our family. The realization that someone so close could be capable of such horrors is a chilling thought. It forces us to reevaluate our understanding of human nature and the potential for darkness within us all. The question remains, how could someone like Dennis Rader exist? How could a man who appeared so ordinary, so unremarkable, commit such unspeakable acts? His case leaves us grappling with the complexities of the human psyche and the capacity for evil that lies within. How could a man live a double life for so long, hiding his true nature from the world? Rader's ability to compartmentalize his life, to separate his monstrous actions from his everyday persona, is both baffling and terrifying. It raises questions about the nature of evil and the masks we all wear. It is a question that continues to haunt us. The fear that someone we trust could be hiding a dark secret is a pervasive and unsettling thought. Rader's case serves as a grim reminder of the potential for darkness within the human heart, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can reside within the human heart. As we reflect on Dennis Rader's story, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable reality that evil can exist in the most unexpected places. It is a sobering thought, one that leaves us questioning the true nature of those around us. Section 9. The Legacy of Fear. Dennis Rader may be behind bars, but his legacy of fear lives on. The name BTK, which stands for Bind, Torture, Kill, has become synonymous with terror and dread. His heinous acts have left an indelible mark on the psyche of the community, a scar that time struggles to heal. Even though he is physically confined, the shadow of his deeds stretches far and wide, casting a pall over the lives of those who remember. His story serves as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of life. It underscores the fragility of our sense of security, showing us how easily it can be shattered. The fear he instilled wasn't just in his immediate victims, but rippled outwards, affecting the entire community. The empty playgrounds and abandoned houses stand as silent witnesses to the terror that once gripped the area. It forces us to confront the reality that monsters do exist. These are not the creatures of folklore or horror movies, but real individuals who walk among us. The dark alleys and shadowy figures remind us that danger can lurk around any corner, and that sometimes The most terrifying monsters are those who hide in plain sight. And sometimes they walk among us, hidden in plain sight. The crowded streets and bustling cities offer no sanctuary from the evil that can blend seamlessly into the background. The person standing next to you could harbor dark secrets, and the seemingly ordinary individual could be capable of unimaginable horrors. This realization is a sobering one, forcing us to question the true nature of those around us. The story of BTK is a stark reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places. Whether it's a quiet suburban street, an abandoned building, or a foggy forest, the potential for darkness is ever present. These places, which should be safe and serene, become tainted by the knowledge of what has transpired. The eerie atmosphere serves as a constant reminder of the evil that once prowled these areas. It is a story that will continue to haunt our collective consciousness for years to come. The flickering candle, the old photographs, and the haunted houses are symbols of a past that refuses to be forgotten. They remind us of the lives that were forever changed and the innocence that was lost. The legacy of fear left by BTK is not just a chapter in a history book, but a living, breathing entity that continues to affect us. A chilling testament to the capacity for darkness that exists within us all. The fearful expressions, the stormy skies, and the shadowy figures are reflections of our own inner fears and the potential for evil that lies within. The story of BTK forces us to confront these uncomfortable truths, reminding us that the line between good and evil is often thinner than we would like to believe.